June is Pride Month, which means it's time to talk about
gays.
Pantsahat, how I love their funny little animations. And at the heart of them for the last few years has been the misfit pair Astolfo and Master Chief. And while many would simply laugh at their lewd shenanigans and then move on with their day as they continue to binge YouTube for the next 3 hours, that couldn't be me. I want to do a bit of a deep dive into what I see as some interesting character developments that may have been happening in the latest couple of videos. Mainly this one, Anime Girls vs. Pizza Hut. Now you may be thinking, but Katzyy, no one asked for this. Why are you making this video? Well, you see.
Because I wanted to!
Astolfo and Master Chief first appeared in a video together on May 1st, 2020, where it appears as though they got stuck in quarantine together during the initial coronavirus outbreak. They were clearly already sleeping together at this point, but it didn't really seem like anything more than a casual hookup until the next video when Astolfo offers to pay Master Chief's rent, thus indicating that he was starting to feel some level of affection for him. And so Astolfo went on an absolute job-hopping rampage, finding work at just about every fast food restaurant that he could convince to hire him. Chipotle, McDonald's, Starbucks, IHOP, Subway, all so he could cover both of their rents. However, on September 24th, 2021, everything changed. Master Chief must have decided at some point that he needed to return down the straight and narrow and turn that B upside down. So he took to Amazon and bought himself a cat girlfriend, allegedly. Anyway, when Astolfo found out, he seemed genuinely upset, as demonstrated by how he tried to penetrate the kitty with his massive sword. For real though, this wasn't an innuendo this time. However, in the end, Master does leave him for his cat companion, and the two become separated for some time, which brings us to Anime Girls vs. Pizza Hut. The video setup is as follows. Astolfo's new roommate, Chico, has just tried to out-pizza the hut, and now the pizza police have come to carry out some pizza justice. And who is the leader of the pizza police? Why, it's Master Chief.
Hello, Master. I haven't seen you since you dumped me.
We never dated.
In the very first exchange between these two, we can already learn a lot about how these characters feel about one another. When Astolfo says Master dumped him, it shows that Astolfo did view them as being a couple. But Master Chief doesn't acknowledge their relationship as being genuine by saying they never dated.
Sir, permission to increase my KD.
Negative MILF Hunter 48. He's got anime protagonist strength. You wouldn't last a second.
Here we see Master Chief stop one of his comrades from trying to do harm to Astolfo. This will become important later. Anyway, after a few classic lewd Pantsahat lines, Master Chief offers to pretend to date Astolfo again in exchange for letting the pizza police apprehend Chico without any trouble, which Astolfo responds with,
Maybe I was wrong about you. You're not a sellout. You're just here for my pussy.
While this is yet another hilarious lewd line, I think it also shows how truly upset Astolfo is with Chief. It should be clear to anyone that Master Chief has been taking total advantage of Astolfo, not only using him for sex, but also living off his rent, all the while denying any claims that they were in a relationship. Man, that's colder than a Pizza Hut pizza. After some brief fighting, Master Chief shoots a laser beam at Astolfo, but misses, claiming it was lag. But was it though? Let's think back to when Chief stopped MILF Hunter from firing at Astolfo. He claimed it was for MILF Hunter's safety, but was it really for Astolfo's safety? Was Master Chief actually playing some 4D chess, trying to keep the others from shooting at Astolfo, just so he could shoot at Astolfo himself, all the while knowing that he would miss, thus keeping his precious pink fluff ball out of harm's way? So perhaps Master Chief does have feelings for Astolfo after all. at least enough to make sure that he doesn't die. The way I see it, we are left with three possibilities. Either A, Astolfo loves Master Chief, but Master Chief is only in it for the sex. B, Astolfo loves Master Chief, and Master Chief does love Astolfo back, but isn't ready to admit it. Or C, I'm just a horny bastard who has spent a suspicious amount of time overanalyzing the made-up relationship between the parody versions of two fictional characters from a YouTube comedy animation in order to compensate for my own lack of bitches. So, leave your votes in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. Before you go, be sure to hit that like and subscribe buttons and help me reach my goal of 420 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it. Also, check out Pantsahat. Their videos are quite funny. They need to bring back Chica. She's got some nice, eyes. Until next time, good night. One thing is for certain though.
No one out Pizza's the Hut.